My wife's family always treated me like a wallet, not a person. But when I won the lottery, their greed exploded. They planned an entire luxury vacation with my money and didn't even bother to invite me properly. So I let them pack their bags, put on their designer sunglasses, and brag to the neighbors. And then I showed them what happens when you mistake generosity for stupidity. If you've ever been used for your kindness, hit that like button. Subscribe if you believe karma has a way of balancing things out. And tell me in the comments, have you ever been treated like your money is the only valuable thing about you? Because this story is for all of us. Let's begin. I never expected to win the lottery. I was the type of guy who bought a ticket once in a blue moon, usually after a long week at work and a fantasy of escaping responsibility. I scratched the ticket at my workbench in the garage, surrounded by the familiar smell of sawdust and motor oil. Not billionaire money, but freedom money, safety money, the kind of money that could change a life if handled wisely. And that was my first mistake. I told my wife. Not even 5 minutes later, she was calling her mother, then her sister, then her cousin who was always between jobs. They didn't even congratulate me. They didn't hug me. They didn't ask what I wanted. It was, we should go to Hawaii. We deserve a family vacation. Finally, someone can afford it. Someone. Not my husband. Not John. Just the financial resource with legs. For 10 years, I'd been the workhorse. She left her job shortly after we got married. Her choice. Her mother always said, a real husband provides. A real wife enjoys life. Red flag? Sure. But I was in love, and love makes you blind. Her family treated me like mildew on the wall, not harmful enough to remove, but not important enough to notice. But now that I had money, suddenly, I was their golden goose. My wife came into the living room holding a laptop like she was presenting a business plan. We're going to Greece, luxury hotels, 7 nights. I already talked to Mom and she wants a suite with an ocean view. I blinked. Hold on. We? She rolled her eyes. Obviously, we need the whole family there. It's a celebration for all of us. All of us? Her mother, her sister's boyfriend, 2 cousins, even her unemployed uncle. Everyone except me. Because on the itinerary she showed me, my name wasn't there. When I asked why, she said, annoyed, well, someone needs to stay behind and watch the dog. Our dog. Her dog. She chose the dog over me. My stomach twisted. I felt the heat under my skin, the kind that comes right before a storm. But instead, I smiled and said, sounds wonderful. Let me handle everything. Her eyes sparkled with greed. She kissed my cheek, not out of love, but victory. That kiss was the last straw. While she bragged to everyone, I quietly transferred the lottery money into a private account, froze the joint account, called the travel agent and canceled every booking under my payment method, booked a vacation package for just me, same destination, same dates. But instead of her cheap family motel, I picked a luxury adults-only resort, and I upgraded everything. Meanwhile, they continued to post countdowns. 3 days till Greece. All thanks to the best husband. My phone buzzed with messages from people who never spoke to me before. Hey, buddy, can I get a room with a balcony? So excited. Order me a steak when we get there. Buddy? Now I was their buddy. Departure day arrived. They were dressed to impress, matching outfits, fancy luggage, sunglasses like they were celebrities. My wife looked at me and scoffed. Make sure you take good care of the dog. Don't mess this up. She patted my cheek, like I was her servant. Then they strutted toward the ticket counter, and reality hit them harder than turbulence. The tickets were declined. My wife whipped around, her face white as chalk. John, what did you do? I pulled 2 envelopes out of my bag, one with a printout of their canceled reservations, one with my first-class boarding pass. Destination? Santorini. I said, loud enough for everyone to hear, you planned a family trip without me, so I did the same. Her mother shrieked, "You can't do this! We deserve this trip!" I looked her dead in the eyes. "You deserve what you've earned, and you've earned absolutely nothing." Gasps, phones recording, a moment I will replay in my head for decades. I turned to my wife. "You forgot one thing. I'm not a wallet. I'm your husband, and you lost that privilege." Then I walked away. She chased me, nails like claws, screaming, "You can't leave me like this." I stopped at security and smiled. "Watch me." And with that, I left them standing at the airport. No money, no vacation, no control. Santorini, blue seas, white buildings, warm sun. Not once did my phone ring because I blocked every number. I spent my days drinking cocktails by the pool and my nights sleeping peacefully for the first time in 10 years. I sent divorce papers from the hotel concierge. No letter, no explanation, just legal truth. Our marriage ended the moment you valued money more than me. When I returned home, she and her family were waiting. Not with apologies, but with entitlement. "You owe us. That was our money too." No, it wasn't. Before marriage, I had the wisdom, or maybe instinct, to sign a prenup. Every dollar was legally mine. She had nothing, just like she gave me. As they yelled, I closed the door, letting their voices fade into silence. A few months later, I learned she moved back in with her mother. She had to get a job for the first time in a decade. Her family cut ties with her. Why? Because she failed to secure the golden goose. She wasn't useful to them anymore. I rebuilt my life and kept my money. The sweetest revenge wasn't the luxury trip. It was her realizing I was the prize all along. Sometimes people see your value only in what you give them. Take away the benefits, and you'll see the truth. Not every loss is a tragedy. Sometimes it's the beginning of finally valuing yourself. If you enjoyed watching Karma deliver first-class justice, hit like, subscribe, and share this story with someone who needs a reminder. Kindness is not weakness, and those who take advantage of others eventually pay the price. Comment below, what would you have done with that money? I'll be reading every reply. Thanks for watching. See you in the next story.